Hi, I'm Katie Anna Ellis, theater major, audiobook enjoyer, knitter, younger millennial. I also have ADHD and other comorbidities that aren't really relevant here, so I'm not going to talk about those. I used dial-up internet as a toddler and learned basic HTML from a website called Neopets, and later honed that skill on Tumblr.com. Yes, I'm a Tumblrina. My dad is a biologist and my mom worked at the Phoenix Art Museum in Arizona, giving tours while I was growing up, so I am both science-minded and art-minded. My chosen life partner is a history major, and we spend a lot of times talking about history over the past 10 years. All of this is essential and important to know who I am and why I think the way that I think. In my redacted number of years on this planet, I have seen a huge jump in technology. And honestly, it is terrifying. Just like and impressive, like and terrifying and impressive at the same time. The two things can be true at once. Honestly, though, I'm way more scared about our planet warming up. And specifically that is heating up at an exponential rate, you know? Um, this is the only thing that we as humans should be focused on right now, is making sure that we can live, that our children will live, that their grandchildren can live past, the next 100 years, because at the rate we're going, we are not going to be able to survive. So I propose that AI's only focus right now should be on min-maxing, as to use a video game term, the input output. It should be focused right now solely on minimizing the amount of pollution and the amount of energy that it takes to create these AI responses. Um, it would be cool. It would be great. I wonder, oh, fantastic. Are you kidding me? If AI can cure cancer, that's great. That is meaningless if our planet is on fire. That is meaningless if our ice caps melt and New York sinks into the sea. That is meaningless if we don't have these wonderful, beautiful creations around us, these wonderful evolutionary creatures, from birds to bees to everything in between, dogs, cats, lions, tigers, elephants, you know, um, we need to be curating our planet as higher. We are beings with higher levels of thinking, right? We have the ability to cognitively understand how we damage the planet in unique ways that cows can't. Cows don't understand that their farts, so to speak, are one of the biggest factors outside of humans for carbon emissions. So cows can't really do anything about that, but we as humans can feed cows oats instead of hay and reduce their carbon emissions. Let's do that. Let's start doing these things. It's little things like that, little things that we can make the world just a better place to live in. And I admit that I have problems with using AI myself, especially for a creative lens. That's not who I am. I don't respectfully, I don't need something to write for me. I can write for myself. I like to write for myself. I don't need a machine to create a knitting pattern for me. It has been so much more fun after my failure of it trying to create a knitting pattern from AI. It has been so much more fun to sit down and start from scratch and learn how to do it myself. So I will admit that I think that the use of AI right now at its current level with its current energy costs isn't really beneficial. I do think less of people that use AI to create a comic instead of trying to make a crappy comic with your own hands. I promise you, I would so much rather see your crappy MS Paint drawing than something you ran through AI. It doesn't have the same amount of soul, and quite frankly, it looks the same as everything else that's generated. The same unfortunately holds true for stories. Even if you ask it to write it differently, they all seem to have the same opener. And I really wish that we could change that, but it doesn't seem right now that that's the case. So I propose that we focus AI on the menial tasks. First of course, getting the energy under control, and then second of all, the stuff that I don't want to do. That mainly being resumes, job resumes, because that's where AI is taking over the most right now. That's going to impact our individual life. I found out that here at Mount SAC, there's actually a free AI resume generator that I'm currently working with. I'm putting the link in the below so that way you too can go get it. You can also talk to the Career Center here and they will send you the link directly. You have like a free premium service for AI resumes right here. That is the one thing that I need help with the most, and that is the one thing I'm going to be using this on. I think that you know my opinion on generative AI is ultimately moot. Even if I think someone is morally bankrupt for using it to create a comic or meme or that weird cute dog video that never needed to exist, I can't blame them. I mean, y'all missed out on free Photoshop. Y'all forgot how MS Paint worked. Just don't forget in this world that creating something with your hands, getting your hands dirty, getting paint on your clothes can actually be more fun if you don't involve a computer sometimes. Computers can be really, really great for doing the stuff we don't want to do, but for the stuff that is fun to do, let's leave that for the people who want to do it, I don't need a machine to knit for me. I can knit for me. Have a good one. Thank you for listening.